Hello friends, welcome back to Hyper4Games. My name is Joseph and today on PlayStation News, fans are mad at PlayStation stars, a new PlayStation game confirmed for PC, Dead Space Remake inspired on a God of War mechanic, details on a Plague Tale Requiem, and more. Let's get into them. Fans are furious at PlayStation stars. In the previous video we covered all the stuff from the newest PlayStation loyalty program, PlayStation Stars, as it was launching on Asia and Japan regions. Now we have more information on the different benefits and Japanese fans are furious about one of them. The program lets you level up your status by making purchases, earning trophies and other activities. If you manage to reach level 4, Sony promises to provide you priority in their PlayStation customer support queue. This of course rubs fans the wrong way, as getting good support about your hardware and services shouldn't be exclusive to the ones who pay the most. Hopefully Sony course corrects and can start pushing some good marketing behind a good idea that so far has not been messaged the best, with focus on the digital collectibles for example. Some other examples from rewards you can get from the program are full game downloads like Sekiro, The Quarry, Hades and Call of the Lamb, or wallet funds for about $5 and $20. A support studio hiring for a AAA live service. Sony's plans to create 10 live service games by 2026 are moving up, and there are new hints from a Vancouver development support studio. Jetpack Interactive is a studio who have previously worked on games like NBA Live, Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2, and even helped Sony recently on God of War for PC and Ragnarok itself. They have put out a call on their LinkedIn page as they are looking for experienced programmers as they embark on a new live service AAA title they are ready to launch with Sony. We'll have to wait and see when Sony decides to open up about all these live service games. Sackboy: A Big Adventure confirmed for PC. After being leaked in the Steam database for about a year and getting more recent leaks, Sony has finally confirmed Sackboy: A Big Adventure is going to PC. They posted a launch trailer that went early on their Latam YouTube channel, but later in all PlayStation accounts. Sackboy's latest heroics will be on both Epic Games Store and Steam this October 27. The trailer showed the features that will be available with this port, pretty much standard from PlayStation PC games now, like 4K resolution, targeted 120 FPS, ultra-wide support, NVIDIA DLSS and variable refresh rate. There's no mention of crossplay with PS4 and PS5, which is very disappointing. You can wishlist it with the links in the description below, and if you're getting it on Epic Games and want to support the channel, you can do so with creator code GETHYPE. October is now seeing 2 PlayStation games arriving on PC, with Uncharted Legacy of Thieves this October 19 and Sackboy a week later. The next games in Sony's PC pipeline are Spider-Man Miles Morales this fall and The Last of Us Part 1 at some point, who knows, maybe even before 2022 ends. Will you be jumping on the game for the first time? Let us know in the comments. Sony confident in God of War Ragnarok. We know more information about the release of God of War Ragnarok thanks to the PlayStation Store. The expected auto-download date for the digital edition has been set to November 2nd, a week before the game's launch. According to user Joe Miller on Twitter, who posted the screenshot, the review embargo is expected to end around the same date. Reviews pouring a week before a game launch is telling of how confident a publisher is, and Sony is pretty confident with Ragnarok. Now the side effect of that is that you'll probably have to dodge spoilers for a week as well. What's your hype level for God of War Ragnarok less than 40 days from launch? Tell us in the comments. Speaking of God of War, Dead Space Remake inspired in God of War. EA is expected to share new details on its Dead Space Remake mid-October after a media event happened this week, but in the meantime the publisher has given a sneak peek. In a blog post, some of the Motive Studio developers gave their insight on the steps of remaking a classic like this one, such as staying true to the original, expanding and enhancing it. One of the key details is that from the moment the game starts till the end there are no camera cuts or load screens unless you die, making it a one sequential shot. If that sounds familiar, it's because it's the same system employed by Santa Monica Studio for God of War 2018 and now Ragnarok, a challenging camera work where the view flows seamlessly from one shot to the next. Dead Space Remake is scheduled for January 27 next year. Will you be playing it at launch? Share with us in the comments. Let's stick with the Dead Space publisher, as EA is expected to reveal a new Need for Speed soon. Another game EA will be revealing really soon is a new entry in the Need for Speed series. According to Insider Gaming Tom Henderson, the game has received multiple delays behind the scenes, but the reveal is expected to happen in the next 2 weeks. The reveal trailer is set to run for a minute and a half, setting a release date for the racing game of December 2nd. Leaks so far have been received very negative, with the new game including anime elements with different effects for when you drift and jump. As a fan of the most recent Need for Speed Heat, I'm concerned but hoping the reveal shed better light on these concepts. Asobo Studio devs share more info on a Plague Tale sequel. Earlier this week, Asobo Studio shared some details about the possibilities of working with the new consoles and how they are doubling down on DualSense features. Now they have shared more on the PlayStation blog. Nicolas Bekavin, lead engine programmer, shared a preview of the game and how the new tech enables them to have improved load times and provide better draw distances, resulting in much more open environments. One of the key features in the original game was the swarm of rats, and they wanted to push the rat-induced horror to the next level. As a matter of fact, the number of rats on screen increased from 5,000 to 300,000. They also behave differently, like a tsunami crashing on you. Other improvements for the game are in the quality of lighting, atmospheric elements, and volumetric fog, increased geometric quality, and new texture resolutions. In terms of DualSense features, they mentioned the same as in our previous video, with haptic feedback giving a realistic sensation for the use of weapons and tools, and the feeling of the rats swarming in your hands with haptics enhanced audio, plus it implements the speaker for more audio feedback when using weapons. A Plague Tale Requiem launches on PS5 this October 18. Let's go for a round of quickfire game news. A new Destruction All-Stars update is now out as part of the Survive event running from September 28 till November 9. It includes a new Survive All-Star Pass, the Stockpile game mode, new challenges, rewards, and more. Dan Buster Studios' Adam Pocket, design director for the new Dead Island 2, has shared details on the new weapon degradation for the game. He said they want players to explore the full arsenal of weapons, perks, and modes, which is the reason for the design, although they are being generous with it. As hinted last week, Striking Distance showed a new story trailer for the Callisto Protocol. It invites us to discover the terrifying secrets that lie beneath the Iron Black Prison when the game launches on December 2nd for PS4 and PS5. Look out for the link in the description. Studio MDHR is celebrating Cuphead's 5th anniversary by releasing a physical edition in collaboration with I Am 8-Bit, available in retail stores everywhere. The disc version will launch for PS4 besides Xbox One and Nintendo Switch. It includes the base game and the recent delicious Last Course DLC. Final Fantasy composer Nobuo Uematsu has joined Kenji Ito from the Saga series as part of a Kickstarter for a new project called Penny Blood, a gothic JRPG from Shadow Hearts director Matsuzo Machida. The Kickstarter has received well over 2 million funds, which is above their almost 700,000 requests. It's aimed to be released on as many platforms as they can. And those are our PlayStation stories for today. Do you believe the criticism on PlayStation Stars is fair? What do you think of Dead Space implementing the same camera style as God of War? Share your thoughts on any of these topics below, let me know your feedback by liking or disliking this video, check out other videos you may enjoy while you're here, and consider subscribing for more on PlayStation. Thank you so much for watching, my name's Joseph, this is Hype for Games, and let's get hype!